Welcome back to another episode of Life with Lenoci, guys. This is Michael Lenoci, your host, always here and always with me too, Mike Lenoci. What's up, Mike? Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me here. It's good to be here. I don't kind of like how you seem like it's your show when it's our show. Hold on, man. I'm not saying it's only my show. I'm saying it's like I'm the host and you're kind of like the tag guy. No. I'm not the tag guy. You're okay. We're both the hosts. Okay. We're not okay. I don't want to start off on an argument right now. First of all, Mark, where are you stepping around? There's a lot of noise. There's humming. I want that. Why are you always giving Mark a hard time? I'm not giving Mark a hard time. Whoa. Everybody calm down. We got to all calm down right now. Everybody's a little upset, all right? Listen, let me start again. Can I start again? Mike, can I start again? Yeah. I guess you can start again. Yes. Okay, I'm going to start again. Okay, everybody calm down. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Life with Lenoci. This is Michael Lenoci, and with me, always, Mike Lenoci. Mike, say what's up. Hey, what's up, guys? Why are you telling me when to say what's up? Don't you think I know when to say what's up? Yeah, okay. Maybe it's not even the way we're starting. It's just you have a problem with me. Of course I have a problem with you. Why do you have a problem with me? I don't know. Maybe we just butt heads a lot. Yeah, well, we are the same person. Cut the music. What?
Okay. I was at the very start. You gave your alter ego Mike a little Italian, and then it went away. And I was like, is he gonna do a 2-voice thing?
Here's what I want to do. This would be a goal. I don't know how you do it. It'd take a lot of work. That would be the easy way to do it. Now, if it was audio, it's fun, right? But if you're video, you're just watching, I guess, a crazy person. But if there was a way I shoot 20 minutes like this and then I change outfits and then I do a 20 minutes of reacting to it, I just don't know how we would do that. It just seems like a lot.
Cut it together.
And then it's just side by side. So it looks like it's all in the same studio.
Well, you could be shot. We could do 2 cameras at the same time from different angles, so it looks like you're talking to yourself. Definitely not tonight.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think going forward. I don't know what you mean. So like obviously there's one here, but then there's one here, and I would just go like this.
Yeah.
With my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it would be the whole like Daffy Duck.
And then you're just cutting them. But it would also just but it's just better. How much cooler of it work if there is changed outfits?
Sure. You could totally do one of those, like get a hoodie that's like half black, half white, and then you can shoot from extreme one side and extreme the other.
We're just trying to cut to the easiest parts of a way to do it. I think it would be cool. The thing would be hard is to shoot it one way and then you would have to play it and then react to it. But then you would get interrupted. It just like how.
But you're already reacting to yourself.
Yeah.
Unless you want we could just reacting to yourself and then watch it and react to yourself.
We could just move to audio only. And then if you want to watch it, then it's a Patreon episode. I don't know. But I like the intro. That's a good intro into this wacky week.
Is this the new thing? Like,
no, I don't.
Michael and Mike.
We try.
Mike and Michael.
How many different things have I tried?
The morning show.
In 20. What is this? 27, 26 episodes. I try different things all the time. There's no rules, right? I mean, we're already on our 3rd background of our 5th podcast. About to go into our 4th and going into our 4th podcast, or maybe I actually might. This could just be fine. I could just keep this look if I like it because my head's in between these 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Just working.
Deep, man. That's deep, dude. You got some shit going on. I can already tell.
No. I mean, everything's hunky dory.
Hunky dory, is that a real thing?
It's a real saying, and I regret saying it.
Yes.
But The last 2.5 months have been kind of insane.
Well, I've been out of it for a month, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad it's not been insane because of me.
No, 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 no.
What has it been insane because you've been really busy?
Well, busy to get this new space like up and running, making money so that rent can be paid, and
And it looks
also,
like you're doing it.
yeah, it's going well.
So it seems like you're surprised that you're
Well,
doing
it's
well.
not that I'm surprised. It's just the moment after you complete something where you're kind of like taking a breath and you're like, oh, I did that.
I don't think I've been waiting for that moment my whole life.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, how about this? I had the closest to that moment. I ran a half marathon. Afterwards, I was like, I felt very fulfilled. I got emotional. I was by myself for the most part at the end of the run, and I was like, okay, this was great. I haven't had that with stand up yet. I don't know why. Like stand up, it's like always like I'm just having fun doing it, going through the motions. I rarely get a euphoric feeling from doing stand up anymore. What?
let me ask you this, because it was one of those epiphanies I had, and maybe I brought this up before, is I had to learn how to enjoy the process, because my thing was always, hey, got to get to the end, have to get to the end, have to get to the end, like,
We're all like that. It's
and
so hard.
and when you finish something big, like say you film a comedy special and
Yeah.
it's all in the can and it's done, and you kind of get that depression afterwards of like, well, now what?
Huh.
That's because you're focused so much on trying to get to the end that you're not enjoying the process.
Hmm.
So like right now, when you ask me like how I'm doing, I'm having to try and like get myself to the point where I'm like, there's not an end here. This is a process. I'm enjoying the hell out of the process so that I can
Okay.
enjoy it.
Good reminder. I'm enjoying my process right now. I've enjoyed my process the whole way so far. I have enjoyed a lot of it. I don't know what the process is leading to. I do know in my mind. I think, oh, cool. Like as you were talking, I was just sitting here looking at you and me, sitting on this shit furniture, just going like, all right, here we are. Are we gonna be in like 15 years and be like, remember when we were fucking just sitting in these fucking studios, and like you're just in my guest house now? You're in my guest house because I built a podcast studio because I'm doing so well. And so are you, but you still take the job to do with me because you're like, yeah, because was one of my first projects.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I'll still drive to
Calabasas.
wherever the fuck.
You'll have some dumb house up in a hill.
Like the fact that like this looks like how things start off. There's wires everywhere. There's a fucking clock in the way of a TV. There's a wall not the same color as the other walls.
But I would argue, go back to the very first episode of whatever we did.
Which was the takeover episode
takeover.
77. Because right. Well, no. I ended on 77. So it was like the takeover, like
50 something.
50 something. Because we did about 20 of the takeover.
And you look at the set there, and it was you in the orange chair.
It looked cool though, didn't it?
It was all right.
Just the lighting and the microphone. We tried to do lav mics. That was a disaster. Everything was a disaster. It was shit.
And then you went to the like regular like microphones.
Then I changed it to having guests.
But like, you remember we were in the green room, and then we went to the white room.
The white.
And the
last then studio. The last thing we started.
And then we had the rainbow room, which we went to Village Idiots.
Village Idiots started in the white room.
It started in the white room, but then we took it up a notch
to the bigger room. And then we added a person. Then we added Theo.
Yeah,
we had
some random guests.
Then we had some random guests, and then we were like, "This is just like all over the place." And now it's back to
still one of the best clips that keeps coming up for me is you guys trying to figure out when train A and train B leave the station. It's a good clip.
Well, listen, man. Again, like I said, that's not a retired thing. I still have the YouTube page.
Oh yeah. No, but then when you go from there, the blue studio then looks better.
Yes.
And now I think this is now taking a step up, and then you want to move to the
I don't know,
the diner maybe.
Maybe I might move to the diner with guests, but you know what? I keep these talking head ones. I just had to kind of feel it out and get back into the mode of what we were doing and get into silly clips that I could post of my head talking. That's
But
really
if-
what I wanted to. Just for I really listen. This podcast is just for, you know, for parody clips. And that being said, here we go. This is a thing I found on TikTok. Uh, actually, Haley had sent it to me. I think she sent it because she connected to it, and it was a cute thing. And the videos got millions of views and thousands of comments of women being like, "Oh, this, I'm crying." And it's this guy on TikTok, kind of looks like a different version of me, right? Like the nose and the ear, like an average handsome looking guy, right? And but this guy's gay. Not that that means anything. I'm not gay yet, but still. So this is what he does. And then, so for Matt, this is what you're going to clip, buddy. He's been asking. He's like, where's the clips? And then I had to tell him. So I'll bet you he's excited to finally get some work done. Here we go. I want everyone listening to right now find the closest door to you, wherever it may be. Look at that door. Remember that door. Remember that door. Okay? Now, close your eyes or stay with me, whichever you like. I want you to envision that somebody you care about or you look up to or you admire walks through that door. Now, you see them come up through that door. You see them come through that door. They walk up to you and they grab your hand. They put their hand on your hand. All right? This is someone special to you. And they tell you right to your face, they go, "You matter. You mean something to me. You are special. And I need you in my life. And you are important, and I believe in you, and I'm proud of you." I want you to take that in. I want you to take that in deeply. You feel that? That's it. That's the feeling.
Was that the video?
No, I fucking, I ad-libbed it, but
Okay.
that's, I need an ending. Hold on. For him to like cut it into, or that I can. I want you to remember that feeling and carry it with you throughout life, because that's what living is about.
Ooh, with the sigh.
Yeah. I hope that was
Oh.
was that under a minute?
I have no clue. I wasn't paying attention. But okay,
He'll be
so
he'll be able to cut that up.
You're just wanting to post an inspirational video.
Well, because I'm gonna put the
mediocre
music
inspiration.
Yeah. I want to keep doing. Well, because he'll definitely. Man, if I could find the real one, where would it be? Maybe it's still in my.
Is it just a guy talking into a camera?
Kind of.
Granted, I like this.
No, this one was.
This looks like dollar store Gary V.
Do me a favor and find the nearest door to you, wherever it is, and just remember it. And then come back here and do me a favor and either close your eyes or stay here with me, but just start to imagine that through that door entered someone who you
Stop. I can't watch anymore.
But so I just kind of. So this guy though, Coach Michael won. He's got almost 500,000 on TikTok.
A more successful Michael.
Yeah. Well, on TikTok. I don't think but he's got a lot of videos we're gonna go through and do.
Okay.
How about let me see.
Are you just gonna like lift and paraphrase everything? I love it.
Okay, cool. Just got an idea.
All right.
All right, here's one more. And these are just for Instagram, baby. All right, Matt, clip this. His name's Matt, right? Fuck, I always forget.
I thought his name was Alex.
Oh, it's Matt though. Well, now I got to double check. Jesus Christ, if I'm fucking up like that, that'll be horrible.
It's not Chad?
No, it's not Chad. No, it's fucking
Dave?
Dave?
No, it's Brian.
What?
Joe?
It's Matt. It's Matt. It's Matt. All right, so here we go. All right, Matt, clip this. Ready? Here we go. Everybody has different versions of success. Whether it's money, fame, boobs, jewelry, shoes. That's fine. You're allowed to have those. You're allowed to have...
I'm sorry.
Wait. What were you trying to tell me?
It was just
I thought you saw you do this, so I said
women,
boobs.
and you went with boobs.
Okay, hold on. Let's try it again. Sorry, Matt. Let's try this
But
again.
I love that.
Well, whatever.
You
There's
said
enough
boobs
to make
and
a
now
clip.
you can have it.
There's enough to make it clip. I want to give him like 5 clips
right,
a
go
week.
for it.
All right, ready? What is success? Someone hold on. What is success? Something that everybody asks themselves every day in America. Over 400 million Americans live in America today, wandering the streets, chasing dreams, trying to figure out what they want to be in life. That's success. Whether it's family, whether it's money, whether it's shoes, whether it's boobs, whether it's coffee, whether it's oceans, whether it's buildings. All of them are in the realm of success. But what is it to you? And that's all that matters. Just because one success is different for another's doesn't mean it has to be true for yours. That's your lesson today. Find out what you want in life and follow that journey. And that is your success.
I'm a fan of these.
I think this could be fun.
I think this could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, let me see what else this guy's got, cuz I just saw something on success, so like all right, hold on. I'll do one more.
Deeper.
I'll do one more. Well, if they're again, my podcast is promoted as a parody, so they'll know.
I want to see the realization in your face halfway through.
All right, I'll do better
I'm
acting.
doing
Hold
really
on.
good.
See how you're doing today, and reminding you to please be gentle, kind, and compassionate with yourself today. You know, we can do that so well.
I bet you this guy has 2 golden retrievers.
No, you're off. Okay, I got an idea for this one.
Ooh, sideways.
Okay. Hey guys, I want to remind you today to be gentle to yourself. Remember, relax, breathe, and be one with the environment around you. Don't be so hard on yourself. You don't have to. Float with the breeze and be gentle. Hear my voice, how it becomes softer. Let that be a reminder of how special you are as a person. Maybe you don't feel like that right now, but sometimes if you just slow things down, you can realize how gentle things really are, and they don't have to be so hectic. So just slow down and be gentle for yourself.
You know what's funny with your hair right now and your beard? You kind of look like knockoff Ted Lasso.
Whatever.
So it looks like you're giving like a good Ted Lasso speech.
Great. Does it look like I just woke up? A little bit. All right. Well, all right. So there's 3. I think we got to do like 3 of those a week.
Sure. I'm into it. I think you should try and find other
better ones.
Motivational guys.
Yeah.
Like, you should do the Gary V stuff.
Well, I'll just watch different videos, but I mean, we've been trying to do that anyways. I was trying to do like the stream of conscience up top earlier. We would do that earlier in the season or whatever this is called, the podcast.
Consciousness.
The thing is, I would just try to riff on like certain objects. But I think if this guy kind of inspired me. I was like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he looks like he's got that I belonged to a cult not too long ago.
You know what? I
Eyes.
want you to stop with the crowd work, Mark. I want you to stop trying to do crowd work.
Stop.
See what you're trying to do? You're getting too comfortable with your feet up.
That's my place.
You know what's funny? No, I was going to say this. Oh, this is for comics because I know comedians watch this podcast, surprisingly. I don't know how many, but a handful. Probably younger ones. But this is some cool advice I picked up on. When I'll post my stand-up clips, if they go off a little bit, man, I get tags in the comments. And there's no rule. Like, sometimes they're good and you can use them. There's no like, so that's pretty cool. That's a general public can tag up jokes for you. All right. Well, glad we said that. That seemed like, oh, so what do you think? What's your take on shower heads? How important are shower heads? Let me tell you something about me, dude. Let me tell you something about Michael. Mike, yeah? Do you want to have an opinion about this? Well, yeah, of course I do, man, because, I fucking had all these different shower heads in college, post-college, LA I did for a while, and then, you came into my life and it kind of slowed down. That's true. I kind of let go of shower heads for a while, but even when I, was sharing showers with people, I would change out the shower head to what I thought. And nobody ever complained. That's true. Nobody ever complained. That is true. When we were sharing a shower with two other males, nobody complained. Yeah, nobody complained about that. And it was a dirtier shower, but it was cooler. I used to always be addicted to you got to have a removable shower head, the handle.
Oh, the handle, yeah.
You got to have that, man.
Agreed.
The only way you don't have that is if you have something spectacular. Like, for instance, I've been in some hotel rooms that have the overhead shower, which is unbelievable. Don't raise your eyebrows at me like you want to hook up.
No. So, two things I don't fuck around with: pillows and shower heads.
Oh, bedding is very big for me.
Yeah, like once I discovered like a really nice $100 pillow, I was like, "What have I been doing?"
$100 pillow?
Oh yeah.
What is it? Is it that guy's pillow?
No. Not. It's not weird, misshapen, anything like. But it's like it was like one of the really nice like Caspers.
Yeah.
That
Pillows
also
are big.
cool.
Big bed. Yeah. Big. You gotta have.
But the shower, it's the overhead that also has a handle.
Guess what I just got?
That?
And I bought the cheap version, but it's still fine for now. But I got a 8-inch rainfall over me with the handle. Now,
best thing ever.
Was there a couple mistakes in the installation process?
Oh, no.
Because there was no direction, so I had to watch all these YouTube videos. Yes, there was. So that's fine. Things I can fix. But when you spend $36 on something like that, you're going to get what you pay for. But I did it because I was like, well, let me see what this is about before I buy the $100 one. All right, because there is a $100 one, but I can't find a bigger one that's more than 12 inches. That's more like the one I have is 8 inches, which is big enough, but I want like a big one. I think you would have to have that fully installed. That would be one of those installed ones that come from the ceilings, not where you're just changing out the head. Because this one's changed out the head and then the extension goes up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have that, and it's an 8-inch one, and it's fine, and it feels good, and then the handle's great too. But the bolt, even with the tape, there's still a little drizzle out, which I can ignore. But that's the flaw, right? There's a drip, which the way my brain works, I can't stop thinking about it. Most people would be able to ignore it, right?
Are you ready to have your mind blown a little bit more?
Yes.
You're looking at ones you can buy in California. California has a flow limit. So what you need to do is see if you can get on Amazon like Europe, or if you can kind of mask where your location is for Amazon, say Arizona, and you can get more flow, bigger heads, the whole
Why?
9 yards.
Why is there a flow?
California,
Because of water?
Yeah, California. Like when you, even in different states, buying like a toilet can only be like this many gallons per flush kind of thing. But the
Are you kidding
same
me?
thing applies to shower heads.
Wait, so you can't go to Walmart or anywhere, and this has to be bought online.
I mean, you could go when you're on the road next, and you can look at shower heads, but you can literally find versions, and then you can go to try and purchase it, and it will say not available for sale in California. So
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on my sister's Amazon account and see, and then if there is one, I'll have it shipped to Orlando and then have them ship
it to you.
Okay, if that is true. And we'll get back to you on that. We will get back to you on that because we're not sure. But I just want you to know, I was just dealing with a regular shower head for a while, and it was fine. But like, nothing feels better than being able to take a head off and spray everywhere you need to spray. And I'm not talking about my butt. I'm talking about just cleaning the shower, just cleaning it around. Just the shower's way cleaner because you're spraying everywhere, shooting your teeth. First of all, you know when you're like, oh, I got to wait for the shower to get a little bit warmer. No, you turn it on, put the shower head, start with your feet, work your way up, get yourself warmed up. Then you're ready to go under the rainfall. You go under the rainfall. But, you know, these options for a rainfall head with the handle were not, I don't remember them being available as a replacement shower head before. And now they are. I'm seeing this because I used to just do the handle, you know, which is fine. You can leave it up there, whatever. But now I got the shower head. I'm thinking, okay, it's raining in here, so it's good. I want everyone to get it. If you listen to this podcast, I want you to get the multi shower head rainfall handle combination. Install it. Buy the cheap one like I did just to see if you like it. Obviously, the bolt, it's not made great, so there's going to be a little drips even out of it, even with the washer, even with the tape. I did it. That's fine. I've tried to tighten it. Nothing helps. It's still coming out. I don't know why. And I even saw in some of the reviews that has happened, but I was like, these idiots aren't installing it correctly. It's a very minor thing that most of you will probably be able to ignore. The problem is where the handle goes, there's a piece that you stick on the wall that it holds onto, and you pick where that is. I had that piece, and I had the double stick, and I put the double part on the thing first, not on the wall. Didn't know, wasn't thinking straight, but I don't think that's necessarily obvious. So I put it on there, and then I rip it off, and it kind of folds up a little bit. And I'm like, and then I tried to take it off to then put it on the wall, and it got ruined. And I couldn't even use that tape. So I got to go buy more double-side tape. You actually have some here. Well, guess what? We don't have to go to CVS or wherever. So that fixes that problem. Secondly, doesn't really matter because I just put that shower head on top of the thing and it sits up there perfectly. So that's something I'm excited about, which is probably the most closest to 40-year-old thing I have ever been excited about because I feel like I'm in a spa now. It's a mini spa. It's not like, I'll tell you this, now that I've looked online, if I ever own a house, I'm having one of those ones where it's going through the ceiling. Yes, yeah.
And then from the sides.
Well, sure. I mean, I'll definitely have the handles. I'll have the dual, but I'll have the middle. Right in the middle will be the big circle one that I've seen in hotels, so the faucet will come straight from the ceiling. What are you confused about?
No, I'm just thinking like the last time I stayed at the Hard Rock in San Diego, I feel like I almost drowned in the shower because it was like 4 directions and above. And there was like no place to breathe.
Well, I mean, you should be able to control stuff.
I just wanted to give it a shot. See how.
Well, either way, man, showers are very exciting thing. It's a very exciting thing. So that was pretty much that with that's all I really had in the notes and stuff. Listen, man. Week 2, we're back week 2. Did not feel like coming here to do this, but I feel way better doing it. I've been on the road. Oh, I got upcoming dates. Not that if any of you listen, Brea Improv, November 17th, which is a Thursday. It's probably a 8 p.m. show, 7:30 show, whatever. Please get tickets to that. Idiot Hoodies will be there. And then Hollywood Improv, it's my own show, the day after Thanksgiving. If you're in LA, check that out. That will be a fun show. I'll probably just host it, but I'll be doing the whole show, and then maybe like whoever's there, just give guest spots to people. I think that's what I'll be doing, but I'm just going to be kind of trying jokes out, kind of like my buddy Fahim does a show like that. So I'm just going to be doing that and see how tickets move for that. So check that out. And then outside of that, keep looking at those vlogs. Got those vlogs coming out weekly. This podcast comes out weekly. Again, if you listen, like and subscribe. If you've been watching this, I got some like and subscribe buttons, which I sent to you. Did I send those to you? I'll send them to you. You've probably been watching them throughout this episode. But we appreciate it. And then going to be putting out some Patreon content, which will be vlog stuff, but either way, and some podcast stuff. But just kind of check that out if you want. I don't know. We haven't really got that going, but that's where I'm at right now. And keep writing in. I forgot about that. You have that option too. Lenoci.michael@gmail.com. Write in your questions or concerns. I think I did have one that is just kind of not for anyone. I think it's just it's kind of a feeler for, I don't know. I don't know if this was meant to be read, but here we go. A short thank you. That's all. It was just a short thank you, which I thought was more personal, but I'll read it anyways. When you posted your podcast about your dog dying, I lost my shit and I didn't even lose my best friend yet. Then 2 months later, I lost my best friend, Macy the pug, which, pugs probably suffocated itself. So your podcast episode helped me through that. And I imagine the one with your mom helping me when that time comes. No story time or question, but just thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you who wrote that in. You know who you are, and I appreciate that too. So, just day by day, let the good times roll. And, I watched the sunset today and ate a burrito on a bench, which is not like that is not the typical eat food to the sunset, but it was the closest thing, and I was running out of time, and I found this. It's funny, man. I went to the beach by myself today, and I sat on the beach, and I cried, and then I ran on the beach, and then I walked back up, and I was like, you know what? I'll just stay for the sunset. It's like an hour till it happened, and I was walking, and then I was like, time was getting close. I was like, let me grab some food somewhere close. So I walked up towards Wilshire, and I found this spot. It was a Mexican spot. It was the closest spot, and I was like, oh, let me go. And right before I got to the Mexican spot, there's this Halloween store, and they had a sign out front of the Halloween store, and the sign said, it's the sign said, I have it right here. I want to make why I'm blanking. It said, it says, let the ghost times roll. My mom, one of the last things she said was, let the good times roll. So and then I saw that sign, got the burrito, and went and watched the sunset. And I was like, if my mom was sending a message, she would send a corny joke like, let the ghost times roll because of Halloween and stuff. So I thought that was just a coincidence. I don't believe in stuff. I'm spiritual, I guess, but that was just a cool little, finally one of those things that, when you have the friend who's like, oh, look for a hummingbird or a butterfly. No, that was cool. So, maybe that your subconscious tells you to look for those things, but that was a weird coincidence, I thought. So everybody agree in the goddamn comments and put crying faces. Thanks for everything, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.